I'm dealing with this all my life.
Yeah!
Yes.
Yeah! Thank you for joining the Petty Ass Lumpin' Reggie podcast. This is what we do every day, all day, especially on Tuesdays at 5 p.m. on the dot. But on Thursdays, it's Goon Talk. This is the real official talk. This is no holds barred. You gotta be official to come on Goons Talk because we don't play those type of games. I'm gonna let my panel introduce themselves. Oh, the man that hit me, I must have messed up in some way, somehow. No! I'm gonna let the panel introduce ourselves. Breaker 19 for him hitting me, insulted me. We don't do this touchy feel. What? He touched me. We gotta. But look, let me let them introduce themselves so I can.
How y'all doing? It's me, Maisha. I'm back again, guys.
Oh, yellow man here, dropping the jewels.
One and all.
Joe!
Broadway Joe, Peace Team affiliate, always one of the little sisters. You know what I mean? I'm here to serve.
All right. Mike, so who's gonna start off with?
So listen, for those of you who don't know, this is Goon Talk. And Goon Talk is an acronym for giving our own narratives sincerely. So listen, our mission is not to glorify criminality, but to help the youth and others to make informed decisions about life choices. So we know some life choices have dire consequences, and we want to spread awareness and try to reshape some of the minds of the youth so that we can deter them from being incarcerated. So we're going to talk about a little bit the good, the bad, and the ugly, because you face that inside the walls as well as outside the walls. So, yeah.
Yes. First of all, we got centuries. No, it's decades. Not centuries.
Decades.
It's decades in this area right now. We got this man did over here. Mr. Clyde did 26 years in the system. My man over here did 31 years. It's unheard of. Your children
in 90 days. I want my 90 days, goddamn.
And then I'm the baby. I did 21 and a half years. I thought I was gonna die. 21 and a half. Woo! And I'm sitting next to people that did more years than me. Joe, you just a career criminal. How many years you did? You just in and out, and we still in there. You come back in and out. Come on, what you do, Joe?
Well, I'm 51 now. I did 25 years, 6 months, and 43 days.
Oh! Calculated all together, huh?
Absolutely. And don't count the addiction part, because I was locked up before I even got there with the addiction. So I was messed up my whole life. You heard? A bobblehead.
Okay, so we're going to start off with telling you our transition from prison back into society and our downfalls and our pitfalls. And I damn sure want to get in his shit because this was my main apple scrapper. But I had a pitfall. Joe, he had a pitfall. But we're gonna start with him first. Because Joe needs the platform. He needs the platform.
That's what's up.
Yes. Go ahead, Joe. Start with what you got for us?
Yeah, so, my issue is this here, man, with black men in general, bro. Since we share our own narrative, why is it that we look at each other long enough to see if the other king will speak first? That's my issue because I make it a thing of mine to compliment every dude I see that I meet eye contact to. How you doing, bro? Hey, King, how you doing? But our people nowadays, man, we don't salute one another like all the other people did. That really bothers me, bro. What y'all think about that?
And I think a lot of people are they don't have a lot of confidence and they have a lot of hangups. And I think that keeps them from engaging with another man. Maybe they feel less than a man, and they don't know how to engage. So yeah, that's deep.
I think it's deeper than that
Yeah.
because at the end of the day, uh, like you just said, basically we came in, you can't even walk past each other on the street without being distrustful of each other.
Mm-hmm.
I say, so you have to take this back to slavery, and I hate to do it, but our mindset since then has been fucked up. And it's crazy, bro, because like you say, every other race in the world, they treat each other with love and respect. We treat each other with disrespect and distrust. And we like crabs in the barrel. If I see you doing good, I'ma hate on you. I might smile in your face because a lot of us are cowards. So I smile in your face like, man, I salute you, homie, behind your back. That bitch ass nigga think he better than everybody all of a sudden. And instead of giving you your props that you deserve and use you, once you build yourself up, I call it paying it forward. You can help somebody else build their self up. But a lot of us don't want to do that. A lot of us make excuses. And we hate to see somebody else succeed. And that's where it comes from, bro. And it's a shame, but I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't distrust the white man or any other kind of man. But us blacks, shit, if I'm walking down the street and I see you getting too close up, yeah, hey, I'm very distrustful.
Yeah.
So because of the things you see on TV. A lot of us was raised without no fathers, and or if we were with fathers, our fathers were either locked up dead or on crack or dope or something. So we raised ourselves. We only had the streets to turn to. So you had what? Kids teaching each other. And we grew up with that same mentality. Some of us change, some of us don't. And this is the pitfalls of our,
When you start stuttering, you say, Ed, it's time to pass the mic.
I was gonna pass it
All right,
anyway.
well, I'm just telling you. We gotta share the platform. We gotta get a certain time limit. But he's a new general.
Yes.
On the face. And he said so much good Joe.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe, when he was like, we be hating and stuff, all right, well, we gotta let Yellow go. Because he hit some good points, didn't he, Joe? He did. But, to echo basically what the panel said in a nutshell, I think a lot of us have low self-esteem or deficiencies in our own character.
Yeah.
And we look to downgrade the next man to make ourselves feel as though we're on their level or better or whatever, right? And it doesn't, the way I was brought up, I congratulate, I don't hate. Because I feel like if another person accomplished that, I can do it as well, especially a person that came from the same place that I came from. However, everyone doesn't think like that. You know, I feel like it's a deficiency in someone else's or somebody's own character or their own self-esteem, which makes them hate on the next man. You think? And everybody up here made a valid point, and it all is in the same ball of wax, and it's all the same reason. It's not really a wrong answer. But it really starts with the person's self-esteem, because if you're confident in your own shit, it's not going to cost you anything. Say, look, man, you shine as days, boy, I like them shoes, or I like whatever. It's not going to cost you anything to do that, because you know you shining as well. So that's what I believe it is. All right, I ain't touch on you. You said everybody on this panel. Did I touch on you? I'm going to touch on it. First of all, I'm going to give shout outs to Chocolate Seed, Andre Christian. He said, yeah, talk to him, Clyde. This was our comments, right? He said, talk to him, Clyde. Yes, he gave you a shout out. Shout out to Jay Holmes. Jay Holmes, go on YouTube, subscribe and like if you haven't. That way you can leave comments and you can join us. Nettie, thank you for coming on and showing us love. But go on to YouTube and you leave your comments, because y'all just gonna look at me all day. Y'all ain't gonna look at the panel. Now, Joe.
Yes, sir.
I really couldn't hear what you said about the whatever they were discussing. But when he said that somebody was hating, a lot of people was hating on whatever, I felt it. So can you just give me a snippet of what he said?
So basically, we're in passing wherever we at, and we make eye contact, and we look at each other long enough to see who gonna speak first. That really
that's
bothers
it.
me. Yeah, that's it.
Oh.
Yeah, but why do you think that is?
Oh, well, I'm not speaking first. You know why? Because I don't speak or not. Oh, you put your mute on, Joe?
No, I didn't.
All right, now I hear you. Now what you say? I said I ain't gonna speak first because I don't care if you speak or not. If you look at each other, we already acknowledged each other. Why it gotta be adapting and doing all this fake hug and fake love? I'm not fake.
He ain't talking about that.
Well, I'm telling you how I feel about it.
Talking about passing, walking past you. It takes nothing to say what's up, bro. And keep it moving.
That's not the climate of our society right now. You speak to somebody, what's up? What you want? Huh? Look, this how they jumping down, Joe. What? You trying to get something? You trying to rob me? You trying to do all this? You can't do that no more in this climate.
You feel like people are really defensive.
Yeah, if you do that. Joe, you already know. I bet you if you down, you all happy down next to the market, you up there, bang. Oh, how you doing? I mean, I ain't say. I mean, you're an activist. I can't say that.
You ever think of this? If you speak to somebody when you passing them first, right? Hey, what's up, man? And keep it moving, that takes them off guard.
Yeah.
It don't cost you nothing to speak first.
I'm telling you, I gotta think for other people and thinking about what I've been going through since I've been home, y'all. You might be going through something different, but look, I was in the facility where as though I was a house manager. You speaking to them in the morning, they ill, they ain't got their Suboxone. Give me my shit. I don't want you to speak.
That's a different thing, though. Bro.
But it's
they were sick.
But do you think when you incarcerated, do you think that it's more acceptable, that type of behavior? Because you're incarcerated and you're in a traumatic place where people are supposed to be standoffish, and that transition, you got to think about it. Because even when you're free, you should be or have developed something within yourself.
I think that's why I'm messed up mentally.
Yeah.
That's why it's a challenge for me because I was standoffish inside the system.
Yeah.
And I had a certain circle that I'm gonna walk with and I'm gonna speak with. So you should understand that. You should understand.
I definitely understand that.
All right, so
the system.
I don't know, Joe. I heard your segment, but this is how I feel on my end. If you saying you should speak freely. And did you hear that feedback?
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it always, man. It's just that it just really bothers me as a stand-up dude, right? All through the joint, I circumvented everything. I missed all the drafts. Ain't no free agents come to me to try to get me to get with nothing. You understand what I'm saying? But I was the one that everybody came to build the bridge. Like, bro, what you mean? Like, Joe, when you go referee the game, holler at bro and tell him we wasn't really with that. When you could have just want you to talk to him. So my whole bit, I was like the dude that put people together, and I always lived by the principle of giving courtesy and not respect. That way my feelings wouldn't get hurt because I'm a sensitive. If I automatically meet you, I'll give you the courtesy of getting to know you. That way, if you do something left, I can't get mad at you because I don't know you. But if I automatically gave you respect on the strength of somebody I fuck with gave you respect, then I'm gonna be crushed by both y'all because you introduced me to this dude. So my whole point is to alleviate all that. How you doing, bro? I like how you moving, man, and keep it moving. I don't even wait for a response. It just bothered me when a dude look at me, and it ain't even a disrespect because we don't know each other, but you really just looking at me until I acknowledge you or you acknowledge me, or if he's a sucker here, turn his head. That just really bothers me. That's all.
I can't even just look at nobody. Somebody be wrestling with you, eye battle. You want to see who's going to turn away first and look. I don't do that. I'm not going to do that because you're not going to challenge me because I'm not going to look at. I don't even want to look at you.
But we did that stuff as kids, though, bro.
They still do it as adults. You did it in.
You listen. What the difference is, you have men and then you have grown ass boys. Some people are mature, bro. Yeah. So I experienced that when I came home. I was walking down North Avenue on Mount Street, a little kid about 20-something. He looking at me like this. So I just started laughing at him. I said to myself, now I went to reverted back in my head. I said, man, I would. But I kept walking. I laughed. I mean, some dudes you have to give a pass because they don't know. They wasn't here. We got locked up. It wasn't nobody here to teach these dudes.
Yeah.
Damn near all the real niggas was locked up. He left some dudes out here that was straight dick suckers. And these the niggas, these kids, and they raised them to be dick suckers. And these niggas think they gangsters now. So this is what you're dealing with. There's not enough men back out here. Yeah, we coming back, but it is what it is. We outnumbered. This is what you got to understand. So the things that you're expecting from somebody else, it's not gonna happen, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know if you got that feedback.
Yeah. People always ask me, do I want to teach the youth, right?
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted. I love to give back. But these kids today, I cannot stomach.
Yeah, they need a specialist.
Yeah, they need something that I can't give.
Yeah, they need a specialist.
So
Joe went off, so he went off the air. All right.
Yeah. But he made some good points, and even how he said being a bridge and trying to get people to come together. That's one way to try to avoid
You still get his,
pitfalls.
Joe?
But what happens when people try to manipulate you? And so I can see sometimes confrontational avoidance when you just avoid, openly speaking in the prison environment, because some people do it purposely to manipulate you.
true.
So what do you think?
Well, I had to learn a lesson when I got locked up. This is when I first ran into yelling them. My cousin told me, and I didn't understand why he told me this, because I was 18. I thought I was the toughest thing from walking from West Baltimore. And my cousin told me, and this was a life lesson that I had to learn because I almost got killed. My cousin told me, he said, Clyde, choose your friends and don't let your friends choose you. And I didn't understand. I like, why? I said, who I mess with, I mess with. And he told me, he said, man, listen. He said, people pick you for ulterior motives. Your motives might be genuine, but theirs is totally different. So always choose your friends. And the reason I say I almost got killed, because I let the wrong person choose me as a friend, not knowing they had ulterior motives.
Yeah.
And it was a lesson I learned. That was when I was 18. And I'll never forget it.
You had a lot of lessons to learn.
Yeah, I did 20. I went in prison when I was 15 and a half.
Right.
Came out when I was 42.
All right, well, when I come, let's talk about this. Hey, Joe, I got to talk about this. I come in the joint. This man is reckless. He disrespectful out his mouth. He talked to grown men disrespectful. I'm like, where you do this at? He's still thinking he on it hard, whatever. But I'm like, oh, he talking to some official. Well, I thought there was a nigga until I see him talking to him like that. I'm like, oh, bitch ass nigga, you calling somebody a grown man a bitch ass nigga over? Yeah, in front of everybody. They got to make a stand, but they ain't staying. They just let him call him. He just let him call him that and enjoy it. Yes.
But you know what though? But I would love a dude like that. Like if I was in the 10, I would see a dude like that. He's 16, 17. I would gravitate towards him because he's channeling some energy.
That's death sentence for somebody else.
You gotta understand where he come from.
No, Joe, you ain't hear me. He could have this motherfucker had money in the joint. He could just send a hit. He ain't gotta say shit to Clyde. Clyde ain't thinking like this. He had cash. We can have cash, everything. He known and everything, but he don't care. Fuck you, bitch ass nigga. Don't give a fuck what you got and all this. No, you can't say this.
At the end of the day, right?
Yeah, what's the end of the day?
I said, no, at the end of the day, you gotta understand. When I got locked up, Joe, I was 15 and a half years old. I was angry. I was immature.
Right.
I thought I was the baddest thing walking West Baltimore. And I wasn't shit. So when I came into prison, bro, I had wrong misconceptions.
Oh.
I thought everybody was gay.
Yeah.
Right.
I wasn't gonna let nobody try me.
Talk
And
about it, yo.
that's how I was. So dudes that they say is men, these niggas were faggots. I don't give a fuck how much money these niggas got. They fucking boys, and they doing everything else under the sun. They don't deserve my respect. So I didn't give them my respect. And don't get it twisted. I'm a respectful person. I'm one of the most respectful persons you'll ever meet. However, I'm one of the most disrespectful persons you'll ever meet.
Yeah.
So if I give you, and I give everybody respect, even faggots. But the thing is, when you show me you don't deserve my respect,
faggots, that's a happy thing.
or homosexual.
Yes.
If you show me you don't deserve my respect, that's when you get disrespect. And the dudes he talking about that had money, they thought because they had money, niggas supposed to cater to them.
Right.
Every nigga from West Baltimore, fuck you niggas. And that's where and that's how I got down. So I didn't care about nobody in there. And that's where I stood. However, like I said, I was immature. So as I grew and learned lessons from the system, I matured. And
all right, stop right there, Clark. Stop right there. So if you ran into a dude like me, you see, don't nobody play with, you know what I mean? I ain't no gangster. And I slide a book at you, say, bro, read this for me and tell me what you think, bro. I can't figure this out. And it's the slickest shit you ever heard. Ain't nobody never do no shit like that for you. I already knew where you was at. That's why I was telling Lump how to gravitate for you, because you know how the rule in the joint. You get a 3-day rule. The one day to see how the nigga gonna come in, they fill everybody out. The second day he warming out, and then the third day he out on his own. You the type that come right in the first day. This is what it is. Fuck y'all niggas. And I could have worked with that. You see what I'm saying?
Right
That's
there.
what I did my whole day. Basketball.
Stop right there. Now, look, come in the joint. He been a neighbor for me. I come in the joint. Now he put me in the harm's way. Lion's dead. I'm fresh. I don't know, but that's my man from the streets. So I and he already know the platform. But then you been disrespectful. Now I'm in a rock and hard place. I'm still learning. But I know what he's doing is not correct. It's not correct. That's morals.
From you did the right thing.
Because you didn't understand the dynamics that we was dealing with. And I understand that you look at like, man, we supposed to respect everybody, and which I did, but these dudes already proved that the respect wasn't earned. See, respect gotta be just be given. These dudes don't deserve my respect. How can I respect a nigga that's feel it's okay to rape a dude?
Right.
That's respect for me. I don't care how many niggas are scared of you or not. You ain't fucking Linda's son, and I ain't going. Why would I respect you? Because these other dudes respect you. You're not a man to me. You's a homosexual.
Time out. Boy, you went to homosexuality. No, they wasn't no homosexuals. Well, the one that you was disrespecting.
Which one? Name a nigga I disrespect that wasn't homosexual.
I can't say his name, but he was from Zone 15.
He was from Zone 15?
Yeah, he was Zone 15. And you was at no.
You know what? Nigga. I know what you talking about.
All right, yeah.
Nigga, listen. He wasn't a man. He just had money.
Yeah, all right.
The nigga was, so when you act like you a man and you talking to another man because you got money, the man is going to disrespect. We talking about a nigga that was getting extorted in the joint.
Yeah, that's true.
So
no, that's true. But I'm just saying, but it wasn't happening when he was outside. You know who his rap buddy was. It wasn't happening. That was his muscle. So, all right. So, that's who I grew up with, Clyde.
Right.
So, I give him, when you disrespect him, I ain't take up for him and say nothing. I just was like, dang, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. Wow. You saying everything real. He said everything real, Joe, but this is the person.
Listen, no, check this out. Now, that's where you messed up. Now, listen.
Yeah.
If Clyde's your man and the other dude's your man, whoever he is, I'm going to stay neutral, right? There's nowhere in the world you can stand up for a dude that's allowing a dude to check him. How can you check somebody that he ain't checking? You see what I'm saying? So that'll let you know what.
Because you don't even know how I had to talk to the man. He could have put the hit on this man here. He don't even know. He is blind. He go hard. He don't know what the fuck is over his head. If I wasn't a mediator, because I got history, not saying that it would come. You don't know.
Listen to me. Joe, when I went to prison, right, I went by myself. When I hit the annex, I was fortunate enough to have my family down there, right? My cousin, my big cousin. He the one groomed. Then my little cousin Drake came in. My little cousin Player came in, right? Wasn't nobody playing with us, man.
Right.
So, my cousin Phil had money. So then he ain't had much money as Slim, but he had his own thing. And we had a team. Nigga didn't care about that nigga. I wish that nigga would have tried to act like he wanted to do something. He would have been done up. Simple and plain. I don't care, bro. You don't disrespect me and think I'm going to smile in your face and suck it up I'm not Jesus. I'm not turning the other cheek. I'm gonna check you where you disrespect me at. Simple and plain. Was I reckless? You goddamn right I was. Because I was angry, bro. I had 50 years.
Yeah.
Miss
So,
Channel angry, right?
yeah, what pass should I give a nigga?
You still angry. Look at you.
I'm not angry no more.
You just went back to jail.
I did.
You ain't learned shit. You did 26 years and went back to fucking jail.
Let me say this.
Well,
just because you make a mistake doesn't mean you are a mistake. And you have to learn from that mistake. Yeah, okay. Everybody say, I went back. I did, bro. I did that. And I accept responsibilities for that. But it was things y'all don't understand. See, everybody know the old Clyde. Don't nobody really know the new Clyde, right?
I know the new Clyde because I'm humble.
Yeah, but see, that's what I'm saying. But everybody took what happened as face value. That's not what really happened. But at the end of the day, being as though everybody knew me, my childhood friends, they like, yeah, that sounds like Clyde. And they ran with it. That's the only thing made me mad about the situation, right? Because somebody said something, they're like, yeah, Clyde did it. There's no facts and nothing. At the end of the day, I take responsibility because it's some things that led up to it that caused all that put all that in motion. And I have to learn how to bend. You know, so that's what it all comes down to. I gotta know how to bend better. Because
Clyde, let me ask you.
Joe, we gotta let Yella interject because Yella was in this mix. Yella was in this mix. He just saying back, he ain't saying nothing.
Did I come a long way, bro?
Address this, Yella.
Tell me how it was.
First of all, everything he's saying is true, 100% true. However, the man grew up in a joint. He took a shahada. He came a long way. He still some rough patches like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? When we come in, most of us come in on our first bit, right? We don't know how to navigate these waters. You know, a lot of us didn't do juvenile and all that stuff, right? A lot of us came straight into the big house, like myself, right? So it's a feeling out process. It's certain things that you, all right, let me say this. It's a preconceived notion that you have because of the movies that you see on TV or the things you hear about prison. So when you come in, you already have an attitude or you already have a stance on how you're going to carry it. The same thing with me. I came in a light-skinned, wavy-head dude. I'm thinking niggas going to try to rape me. Niggas going to try to play with me. All of that. And I wasn't going for nothing. I wasn't disrespecting nobody, but I wasn't allowing them to disrespect me either. You get what I'm saying? It's a feeling out process. So the ones that's smart sit back and watch how the motion is, see how who's moving with who and who's, you know, how things go, and you navigate through that from there. Now, as regards mine over here, like you said, man, some people have different set of circumstances that they're dealing with when they come in. You know, he was very young, and he came into a crazy spot because the annex was niggas from the pen, niggas from Supermax, all of that. So he was straight in the water. It wasn't no on the side. It wasn't no shallow end. Yo was straight in the deep end at 15 and 16. So he was navigating the best way he knew how. You know? And this is the thing, though. A lot of us saw him as a man by the way he carried it as he started growing up and going on lockup, and we gravitated towards him. You know what I'm saying? Eventually he took his shahada, and it's niggas that will stand for him to this day. And I'm one of them that will stand for him because he a man. You did, but nobody with a set of a rule book on what to do in jail and what not to do in jail because each jail is its own environment. Yeah. So you got to kind of get in and see how things moving and who in power and all that. You have to do that. Every jail you go, every tier you go on. First thing you look for: laundryman, barber, nigga working in the kitchen, and who called the shots and what phone is better. You dig? All of us know this. There's been bitten. These are rules. This how it is. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, I co-sign yo. I stand with him too.
Exactly.
All right, is that
it's hard to know who you can trust in that environment.
It is.
So what you think? What you think, Mike? You heard what he said. He just was rugged. He called dick sucker, the faggot. What you think?
I think the way he perceived things kept him safe. And even if all of that came out as a defense mechanism, it worked. And can't nobody curtail how your character is going to be. Through adversity, your character is built. And that adverse situation built that character, and that's what came out. So I'm proud that you made it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm proud that you made it too. I'm proud that you. Hey Joe, I gotta tell him. Look,
Hey, look, he on the hot seat now. So look, check this out, bro. So now
I'm on the hot seat.
Look, no, I'm talking about Clyde. So let's just say you know the whole panel, y'all just go out to eat tonight, and you see a hopper acting exactly the way you was. What you tell him, Clyde? How you approach him, or would you just let him go?
If you saw a hopper
That's just
acting
the hands
exactly,
talking to him.
if you seen a hopper acting exactly how you used to act, what advice would you give him? What would you tell him?
Well, if he can be talked to, I'll try to talk to him, right?
Yeah.
First of all, I explained to him that, at the end of the day, it's nothing to give respect.
Yeah.
And demand, don't ask for it. Just demand your respect. But it's cool to treat people kindly.
Yeah.
Because that's what I do. Don't get it twisted. Everybody say I'm disrespectful. I am to a certain degree. But I treat everybody with respect.
Yeah.
You give what you get. So, I will sit the kid down, man, and try to see why he's the way he is.
Yeah.
And because I don't know what he's been through. I don't know what happened to him in his life. So I'll try to talk to him and guide him from there. But if he's talking ratchet, not trying to hear nothing I got to say, there's nothing I can say to him because guess what? I'm going to back up because my good deed can easily turn into a bad situation for me and for him. And I ain't going to have time for it. So I just back up away from the kid. But at first, my first instinct is to try to guide him, bro. Try to help him out.
You heard that, Joe? You got your. And did he touch and hit it down in the coffin?
Absolutely, because, and I'll say this and get out the way. The reason I asked him that is, right, you see the same humble advice he was giving the kid that was himself. That's what we do every day with the peace team. We just try to get on the other side of what's going on and try to offer some type of help. See, my thing is, it wasn't never wrong with either side of you because the advice you gave was the wiser side of the old Clyde. You feel what I'm trying to say? So the way you looking at the disrespectful kid is the way them dudes was looking at you back in the day. But the man that you become now, I'm sure you don't stand on none of the stuff you used to because you're more mature. Because we don't think the way we was when we was 18 at 50.
Look, he breaking fast on live. He got. You supposed to have your stuff on mute, but I understand. Look, he already knew. These are bosom brothers right here.
You definitely right about that, Joe. I say,
can I speak? Because y'all been going, Joe is going back and forth, and y'all having a conversation. Well, we got other topics, Joe, and you put us in the dark space. We don't want to look at no darkness.
But before we move on, I got something to add. Even when I worked for the system and I transported the juveniles back and forth to court, and we would try to talk to them, most of them feel like nobody cares about them. So they put up a brick wall, and it's based on trauma. It's so much that happens to an individual before they get to even the juvenile phase. But that's what they used to tell me all the time. Miss Riley, I hear you. But don't nobody care.
Yeah,
and they really feel unloved, unwanted. They feel like nobody cares about them. And it's hard to reach somebody who has that feeling.
I was one of those ones I thought the system had failed me.
Yeah.
So it was after work.
Y'all gonna make y'all prayers now?
Yeah.
Hey, bro, I know you. I gotta go, bro.
Because I heard the call it. They call it. Break his fast.
Sorry, Clyde. Okay.
Bring some water.
Yeah,
bro, I gotta go, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, we broke.
Good. Broke.
All right. Hey, Joe. There you go. We look at you ain't no dark space. We don't know what you doing.
Like rising.
This is real. You already know. Joe
was born in the darkness.
Come to the light, bro.
Come to the light.
I gotta go. I gotta go, but I'm gonna watch the show.
Get back to
I gotta go, but I'm gonna watch the show.
Joe, we got other topics. You keep on going. Look, we already gave you the whole line. Let me put this on. Joe.
I said I gotta go, but I'm gonna keep watching the show.
Okay. All right, go ahead. That's what's up. Thank you, Joe, for entertaining us. All right, Joe gone, y'all. Thank you for coming on today. Yeah. All right. So now we got the masses. What's the next topic?
Gangs.
Gangs.
How do we navigate?
How we navigate from
Uh-huh.
gangs in the system?
How do you keep away from them in the system? Or what do? Do you navigate towards them? What do? Do you need them?
Some people think that religion is a gang.
That's the people from the outside looking in.
Yeah.
And they try to justify why they in the gang.
Because they all stick together, and then when the stuff hit the fan, they going to war.
The difference is between
It's like gangs.
no, the difference between gangs is this. Gangs and religion. Matter of fact, I can't speak for Christianity, speak for Islam. The gangs and Islam, because they say we run our situation like a gang. The difference is when you take your shahada, right? When you believe in the law, it's a set of rules that comes with that, as I was telling you earlier. Your blood from this, these are orders and commandments from Allah. My brother's blood is sacred, his property is sacred, and his honor is sacred. So these are the things from God that I must protect for my brother. So if I see some gang members or any other dudes that's trying to gang up on my brother and take those things, I'm gonna ride and defend my brother to the death. So that's why dudes look at us as a gang. We're not a gang. We swore oath to Allah. Now, the difference between us and gang members, they swore oath too, but they swore oath to man. And then you even got some of them that try to get slick. They swear oath to Allah and they swear oath to man. So now they liars because they lied to somebody. So, and if Muslims and whoever else they with get to go to war, what side are you going to take? And that's why they can't be trusted.
Oh, can I touch on that, y'all, before you get it? Because I know you can go in. I'm just going to be brief. First of all, you got the people that come in the system gravitate to Muslims for protection.
They do.
No, they ain't about that. But when they get the protection, they about it. But they don't know that Lump ain't with no gang. Lump ain't with no religion. Lump is a civilian, and he stand on his own. So now you telling me such and such. I don't care who you with. What religion, what gang you with, you done ran into the man that I am. And you got to deal with the circumstances. Just like I got to deal with the repercussions of, because I stepped to he took his shahada. But he took his shahada on protection. Not just, he took his shahada on protection. Not just
because he believed in the law.
Believe in the law.
Because some people have ulterior motives.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna leave it as that. Some certain people don't care which you in.
No.
You gotta deal with the consequences.
Yeah.
All right, first of all, Allah didn't create any man with two hearts. That means you can't serve two different things at once. So when you take an oath, that's a blood oath, whether you know it or not. Right? Now, as regards people that come in and take their shahada for protection, most jails, the Muslims are the largest or one of the largest religious organizations, right? So people absolutely do. And once they get comfortable, and okay, so we can't tell a man he doesn't believe in the law. I don't have the ability, none of us have the ability to read what's on a man's heart. So we can't say that he's not Muslim if he takes a shahada. We can't say why he's here, right? So we have to accept him into the fold as long as he does what he's supposed to do according to Quran and Sunnah and according to the rules, right? Mm-hmm. Most people that come in and take their shahada for the protection of the numbers, they play the number games, they cowards anyway, right? But once they get comfortable in the institution, you'll start seeing them veering off and doing what they really want to do anyway. So they eliminate themselves from our folds.
And it kind of becomes out.
And not only that, as Man Lump was talking about earlier, I was telling them a lot of dudes like that think they're going to be protected. Man, when I first went up WCI, you know what the brothers told me? This is when I first came in. They said, "You from Justin?" I said, "Yeah." They said, "Look here. If you get in anything, you on your own." I said, "Alhamdulillah. Thank you for letting me know." And it was like a whole different mindset because they said, "We ain't what y'all doing down Justin." And to me, I think we had the best Jamaat in the system with the leadership of Mosi. You know, but up there, they had the wrong perception of us down there. They thought we was just gangster drug dealing Muslims. And they had the wrong perception. So when I got up there, all brothers that went up there that came from Jessup, we was kind of really treated as outcasts. So when brothers got into it, if you wasn't a man, you was in trouble because the brothers wasn't coming to your aid. So for those who didn't believe in the law and got into it for the protection of it, they had a rude awakening. You know, and yeah, so
all right, let me straighten this out.
Yeah,
all right, so I also came from the cut and came up there, right? And it wasn't so much that you was on your own. What it was is if you are involved in something that is not Quran and Sunnah, or something that is not Islamic, if you run up a bill, a drug bill, or if you robbing people, if you're doing all of these things, don't bring your baggage to us because we will not risk our lives for something that is not Quran and Sunnah or something that is forbidden for us to even be involved in. That's what the stance was. The officers in every jail find it easy to just call us a gang. They rather would lump us in a gang.
Don't be saying lump you in the game. That's my name.
They would rather just, you know what I'm saying, look at us. They would rather look at us as a gang because it's easier for them to deal with.
Yeah.
This is the reason why all of our holidays. In Islam, it's 3 holidays. Jummah, Ramadan, and the hard season. Right? Eid al-Fitr, Eid al-Adha, and Jummah on Fridays. Those are the 3 religions that we practice. The 3 holidays. 2 of those we used to get feasts for. Right?
beautiful feast.
Yes. Now the Christians, they get Christmas and they get Thanksgiving. A special meal is cooked throughout the jail. Right? And I'm not shooting at anyone. I'm just making an observation. Christians they get 2 meals, right? The Muslims were supposed to, because these are our 2 holidays, we were supposed to get our 2 meals. They stopped that. Now they said every religion only gets 1 special meal, 1 feast or whatever, right? Again, it's easier for them to look at us and perceive us as a gang because then it comes with a set of rules. Now the security issues are in play. If we don't have enough staff for you guys to have your Eid prayer in the kitchen or in the gym or whatever. Now they can start eliminating things from how that we're supposed to have.
Games been played.
You get what I'm saying? And that is prevalent. I mean, they'll tell you straight up. Like they was carrying us up the new jail where I just came from. They was carrying us. You know? Now if we act out, then they're gonna say, well, this is the reason why you guys don't have anything. We short of staff and it's 400 of y'all and y'all bucking because you're not having whatever. Right? Well, there are rules in Islam. For example, at the end of Ramadan, the next day you're supposed to have your prayer service, and within 3 days you're supposed to have your feast. That is mandatory. But the jail will say, oh, we forgot, like one year there. Oh, we forgot to order the stuff for the food. So they had it like 4 or 5 days or the next week. So technically, you just giving us a meal. That is not the feast.
Yeah.
We didn't have a feast.
Yeah, that seems so unfair. But
so to tie it back into the subject, to tie it back into the topic, it's easier for the institutions to look at us as a gang as well, right? And it's easy for somebody to just come through the door to hear, man, the Muslims, man, they wrong, man, in every jail, man. Get with them, man, take a shahada. It's easy for them to do that, right? Until they get comfortable in the jail and then they start moving how they really want to move, get involved in drugs or whatever it is they do. And then they start veering out on their own. But to answer Clyde, the brothers will never turn their back on each other because if you die defending a brother for a just cause, you go straight to paradise.
And you're right. Let me tell you. A brother went up there, right? Who I know was a righteous brother, right? Just before I got up there. And brother got stabbed. They let the brother get stabbed. So when I come up there, you know me, this is not only is he my brother, he's my friend. I asked the assistant E-man, I said, bro, why y'all let that brother get stabbed? Y'all ain't do nothing. You know what the brother told me? He was on the wrong man hedge, huh? I said, what man hedge was he on? He said, that brother was a gang member. I said, you're a goddamn lie. And who I'm speaking about, y'all, is Julius Collins. And I said, brother, brother, you a lie. I said,
now tell them about when you got stabbed and our friend Rock
Right.
tore the fur off the nigga that stabbed you.
Because that was my friend.
He did
Not
that
only is my-
preceding
No,
that.
he did that for-
because
listen to
you
me.
were Muslim.
He did that for the sake of Allah. And I
Yes.
was justified and I was right. But he did that for the sake of Allah, not only because he's my brother and for the sake of Allah, but he was my friend. Like I said, now, the same way you say he went off, right? Name what other brother went off besides my blood brother, my little brother. No one. I say, so,
Boy, ho, God, we can't say about getting assaulted and all this on platform. This is real goon talk.
and
This
you
is
said
goon
you
talk.
wanted real
No,
talk.
this is real goon talk, but we can't do names.
Okay.
We can't.
Well, I was shouting out my brother.
Shout out
Shout
out to your brother. Look, we can't do no names or no no body physical harm, and because we positive. But this is real. This is real talk, and this is what goes down in the system.
Yeah.
The real system, the real Baltimore. If you're from Baltimore, this is where you're going at. You're going to the real situations.
Yeah.
And this is what we turn. I got goons on. We have goons on this panel, but this little fucking nigga, he just wanna.
I'm happy you did
Yeah,
that.
this is who and who. No.
You're right. At the end of the
Yeah,
day,
I'm right.
you
No,
definitely-
all right, you need to channel that.
You definitely at the end of the day, though, right?
Yeah.
I say, get back on topic what you're talking about with gangs, right?
Yeah.
Me, I never joined the gang. I had the opportunity to join them all. Every last one of them came to me. Lord Clyde, what's up? You know what I used to tell them? I say, all right, bring me over. I say, but I'm gonna tell you one thing. I don't need protection. Go. They get to stuttering. Oh, ain't nothing gonna happen to you. Then they go like, that's protection. Man, I got a phone. I'll let you. Damn, if I'm your man, you're supposed to let me hold your phone. Oh man, you playing games. You ain't trying to get in. I say, I'm not trying to get in. I say, because what y'all stand for, I don't stand for. And once y'all was created to stand up for society, y'all the same niggas out there. You round here run around robbing people. Some of y'all run around here raping people. Some of y'all run around here doing everything under the sun. And you expect me to get with that? I'm a man. I don't even like half of y'all dudes.
That goes back to what you said earlier. What you see is not always what you get.
Right.
So reading between the lines, using your good common sense, perceiving the right way, it goes a long way. It saves your life.
Damn right it does.
Hold on, what you say? What you see?
It's
what
not
you
always what you get.
Yeah.
So, what do you perceive?
Well, he perceived that he couldn't trust these individuals.
Right.
He knew that he was going to stand on his own, and he knew that he stood for something. He just wasn't going for anything. And I think all the years, even as starting off as a juvenile, you know, he learned some things, and he learned how to protect
You learn how to
himself.
get stabbed too.
I did. But see,
Guess what? Somebody bigger and better.
Huh?
they wasn't bad. The dude,
They wasn't bad. He gonna say they wasn't
no,
bad.
they wasn't. Coon stabbed me from behind, but guess what?
All right, well,
That-
you should have been watching
No.
your back.
I shouldn't have been. Don't guess what? He got trashed with. He got trashed with his knife.
I bet you did.
No, he got-
tried. He should have got
No, he
trashed.
got trashed with his knife with these hands. I beat him right there until the police sprayed me. But the thing is this: in prison, Lump, you well know anything can happen, bro.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
oh, do you go in the backstab way? Was it in the backstab way?
no, I was up Cumberland when I got stabbed.
Oh.
I got stabbed
I
in the
never
back.
been up there.
Y'all got stabbed up
So I don't know
WCI.
that. I don't know.
I say, and
We don't condone violence, but this is good talk. This is reality.
Yeah.
This is reality. This is what we had to go through in the system. This is my man. Yeah, I mean, Ace Boom Coon. He showed me the way when I came in the demonstration. But we don't condone violence, but this is what we had to go through. This is a transition in prison. This is his transition in prison.
Yeah.
I'm so humble that I haven't got stabbed in prison. Not saying that I didn't stab anybody.
yeah, man.
But that's not glorifying it because I could have got the fur tore off of me a couple times.
It's just a
I could have got some hot stuff.
Throw
That's
on your
worse
face.
than sad.
Yeah.
That's worse than that, isn't it, y'all?
Baby oil and
What
water.
they do?
Baby
What's
oil
the
and water.
concoction?
Baby
Oh.
oil and water all on your face.
Baby oil is a number of things. You can heat up some disinfectant.
Oh,
Tear
yes.
the fur off
Yeah.
your
With
hand.
the yeah.
Baby oil, Vaseline.
Oh man,
Hey,
hey,
you
listen.
don't want this.
I ain't gonna lie to you though,
Nobody.
right? It seems ugly now, right? But guess what? If you get some baby, this people call me crazy, not young because they got a hell of a sense of humor. But let's say you got some scars on your face, right?
Yeah.
If somebody pours some baby oil or some Vaseline and throw it in your face, yeah, it's gonna take all your skin off. But guess what? It's gonna grow back pristine.
No,
that's
not true.
That's not
Your
true.
ass gonna be fake and wrong, and everywhere you touch, the skin gonna be in your hand.
Yeah, it's gonna be wrong for that moment. It's gonna be wrong for that moment. No, your skin is gonna come off, but years later, when someone see you, years later, your skin grows back.
You seen this?
Yes.
You see? I
It
never
takes
seen
a while.
It takes a while. It
I
takes
was in a
years.
regional hospital, and a guy got doused and they put the sheet on him.
Yeah.
When the nurse and them came, they took the sheet off, and they took all of his
skin
face,
right off with
his
it.
back, his neck, and he just was sitting there like.
Yeah, he was
So
stuck.
have you seen somebody that
They sent
you
him out
ran
to the
across them
hospital.
again that their skin was back like he said?
He said,
Well, they look like they had been alive though. They look like they look like they were spotted. They were discolored.
colors.
They were discolored. It probably takes a
I
great
don't
deal.
wish this on
See, I'm talking about the
nobody.
grease. I'm just talking about the grease and the baby oil.
Right.
I ain't
Not
talking
chemicals.
the hot water and the chemicals.
Yeah.
You're done. But the grease and baby oil, it melts your face, so
Exfoliate.
everything
But
comes
I would
off.
recommend
That ain't nothing but.
I would have done
and
what.
coconut oil at room temperature though. Mix it all together, and it is an exfoliant.
So we
at
get
room
beauty tips on Goons Talk. We even give you beauty tips. God damn it, tune in, man, this motherfucker. Next week you go ahead.
Hold up. Explain this with they need to make
So
this
you
skin
take
back.
unfractionated coconut oil, leave it at room temperature. It should be, and mix it with baking soda. Once you mix it in, you can use it on your skin, your neck, your elbows, all your dark spots. You know how sometimes the back of your neck get a little dark. Yeah, anywhere where it's discolored, you mix it in and then you bathe and you wash it off. Yeah.
Okay.
Hook you right on up.
Next week we doing haircuts on this.
Oh my God! Hold up, man. Hold up. We got one more topic we got to talk.
But I had a question.
That's cool.
Because I always wondered, like for the dude that I saw who was doused, my one question, and I was talking to him through the glass because he was at the regional hospital. Like, what did you do?
What did he do to get doused?
To get doused?
Play games with that balloon.
It's
Play games with that balloon.
Oh, that's how many. You know how many things he could have
it's
did.
different things. And, but it's one thing, he probably couldn't have did nothing.
Yeah.
Say we speaking on gangs, so say gangs try to restore it. And dude like, man, I'm not giving you nothing. You think you time? And they dose them. So sometimes the people that get dosed, it's not your fault.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you get dosed for multiple reasons. He could have been an asshole.
Yeah.
Could have been a robber. Could have been a faggot. Could have been any number of things. You can't just pinpoint one.
Yeah.
Because there's a whole multitude, like A to Z joint of what could have really happened. No one knows.
Yeah.
But everybody don't get doused for the same reason. Like everybody don't get stabbed for the same reason. Like everybody don't join gangs for the same reason. Or religion for the same reason. It's to each its own.
To each his own, y'all.
Yeah, love. Oh
To
my
each his
God.
own. You gotta
Man, this is my man over here, right? I just go, he slept across the hall from me. I always gotta say this. I go in there, I bang on him, yalla. I got my music playing, I turn my music down. I bang on him, yalla, you see me? He comes to the window. What you want? You know I gotta go to work. You know I gotta go slave for the fucking people where the fuck he working the sewing shop. Where the fucking shop? Isn't that the sewing shop? Isn't that the sewing shop?
Yes. Hey, salute to MCE, man.
Oh, he was getting big money because I was getting
salute to MCE.
$29 a month.
Yeah,
This nigga was coming back with big.
Yeah, I was making $100 to $200 a month messing with MCE.
You know what?
What?
Oh, you was a slave too?
Yeah, you call it whatever you want. That was the best job.
Y'all was slave for them. They were slaves.
Correctional enterprise.
They were slaves for the institution. And I gotta stay on the TV board all day.
You wasn't bored. That's how you got to write your book, bro.
That was a fucking Maytag. That was the fuck I had to do. Wash clothes for niggas and make sure they clothes. That was disgusting.
Correction. You didn't wash clothes for nobody. You didn't wash nobody's clothes in the toilet. When you had a job for the state, you were sanitation, laundry. You was assigned that by the state. So we're not going to sit here and say you was Maytag. No, you was washing clothes.
I was Maytag, and you don't want to go to jail and wash your fucking stick. You still gotta put your gloves on and take it out of the fucking dryer. They got disgusting shit Fifis and everything in the dry. Why you got Fifi in the
First
dry?
and foremost, I'm not watching nobody's feet.
Man, you already know. Yeah, I took the bag and I dumped it in. But then when I take it out, the wash machine, and put it in the dry, you gotta grab it. You can't just dump it out in the bag because it's out of the net bag now. I'm disgusted.
He got
What the? Yeah, I'm a Buddha.
You want to tell our audience what a
Fifi is.
No, man.
A Fifi is a masturbation device that we concoct to jerk off with. You know, many things we do. And the joint, when you go to jail, you have multiple resources to get a nut. One, you can go to faggy weapon.
Right.
Fuck a dude. Two, you can stay natural.
Amen.
Both your hands, right or left, you get your pick.
That's
Three,
right.
like y'all use the machines out there to get y'all thing off, ladies.
More dirt bike.
We use our imagination. We get a sock. We
Look, you know how to
we get a glove.
Right.
Damn right, I know how to make. Right? We get a glove. We put the glove in the sock. Pull the sock over the glove. Make sure it's real stacked and thick. We even put baby oil lotion in there, and you got a pussy. You get busy. And
the women, let me tell you what the women do.
But it is.
What the women do?
Oh, what the women do?
Especially if somebody got a sprain and they go out for therapy, they get the paraffin wax, they make it a mold, and then they take the old bras, the old big part of the bra, and they cut this part out, and they get the condoms, put the condom on the mold.
Oh, jumping.
But before you put it in the condom, you take the wax mold and dip it in the floor wax and let it get a little firmer. Then you put the condom or glove on it, and then they put it inside of the bra, and then they put the bra on, and presto, change up. She is now ready for her.
I came on that car one time. I seen some dudes.
Yeah, they make dildos.
I came on that car one time.
I swear to God, they must have listened to this.
Right now.
You up there, look. They just stopped the
Grab, jumping
I
off.
need you to finish this. This is important.
Or
I went to the compound before to drop a young lady off that was on our van, right? And I seen a robbery. They robbed a girl on the compound coming from Commerce.
Yeah.
It looked like a little nice college campus or some apartments.
Yeah.
You know, it looked better than where we come from.
Yeah. But
And I seen a robbery. I said, hey, what the police at? I said, God damn, that's what they doing. The girls go harder than the men.
Yeah,
You
they
know?
do. They do. But you know, that's so stand up that even you would make an apparatus like that because you don't want to be something other than a man or other than what God really created you to be. So yeah, I respect that little thing.
See, one thing about us prisoners, people that go to prison, we tap into talents that we never knew we had. You know, like people are benefiting from
That's
prisons.
my question.
People are benefiting from prison stuff as we speak.
Yeah.
Like Sharif's.
Yes.
Brother,
Perfect example,
this
bro.
brother was learn how to make stir fries in the joint.
Yeah.
He know how to cook really in the joint. That brother came home and for all the years that he spent in prison and turned it into an empire. You have to salute that.
Yeah.
You know, Lump wrote books. His first book, Harm City. He came home and started a brand. You have to salute that.
Yeah.
That's why I ain't have no problem with buying his gear.
Yeah.
Because I like to support my people.
Yeah.
We make the trends. We make the fashion. We make what's cool.
And that's something, because I was going to ask y'all, you know, what skills you developed while in prison that probably shocked you, that you didn't really realize you were good at. But, you know, you're going to come home with the good skills, but you learn some skills too in there that you need to leave there.
What I missed?
Yeah.
Nothing. I was just
Back me up.
Well, we was applauding the apparatus.
We applauding the people that
The
came home
ingenuity of
from
people that's
prison,
locked up.
that has ingenuity, that came home and used the things they learned in prison to use that as to sell in life. Man, like you wrote a book in prison. That from that book, bro, you started a whole brand. And that's why me personally, I don't have a problem supporting your brand. That's why when I came home and you told me what you told me, I supported you off the muscle because I saluted you. I was proud of you. I was happy for you. It wasn't an envious bone in my body. And just like Sharif's, when Sharif came home, his empire now surpassed that one truck that he had. And that came from stir fries. prison food with people
Yeah.
that say they wouldn't eat it. They love it.
Yeah.
We know it's good, but if we wouldn't have went to prison, I wouldn't knew how to make no stir fry.
I gained 65 pounds in prison.
Oh my God! And I appreciate
Eating food.
you heard this is you drop.
That's all y'all food.
Hey, I love it.
Let me say this, right? This man right here, you know, me and him, he tell you all the time, me and him, we really mess with each other strong in the joint, right? So we would even get to the point where when you actually eat with a dude, you mess with him the long way. You know what I'm saying? So one time we was cooking, and you know, I sent all the food over to him or whatever, my portion of it anyway. He had his own stuff. And this man put something in, I think he made a wet one or something, right? Which is like mayonnaise and ramen noodles and like tuna fish mackerel, whatever, right? Whatever vegetables you got. This man turned me on to something, man. This man started putting fruit in there, like apple or something in there, right? That he had cut up. So as I'm eating it, I'm tasting this new texture. I'm like, man, you know, our cells are right across from each other. I hollered at him, no, what the hell is this crunchy stuff in here? He said, man, that's that apple. That's that joint, ain't it? I'm like, yo, this shit changed my life, yo. This shit, man, that shit was so delicious.
I never had that.
People, listen, bro. People in prison improvise.
Yeah.
We come up with some ways to do some shit.
Yeah.
Because you're in an environment where there's limited resources. Right? You have to figure it out, man. You gotta figure it. You want to smoke, motherfucker, how you gonna get it? You ain't got no lighter. How you gonna get a spark? Motherfucker broke a pencil in half, stuck 2 fucking legs inside the joint.
Oh, you talking about
the blow the socket, right? Or a nigga take a battery and put the 2 bread wraps on the end of the battery and create like people in prison are
intelligent.
Very
people
intelligent.
come up with ideas on how to do shit. Like I said, you can't go to 7-Eleven and get whatever you need. You got to figure out how to make it happen. And people in prison do that. That's how you know that, for one, people are intelligent. You can succeed in the real world if you put your mind to it. Because people are so they're so invigorated to do whatever it is that they want to do, like the cigarette, like the joint, whatever the case is, right? And they figure out a way to get that shit done. If you come home with that energy, and this is what we were talking about, like the writing of the books or the clothing line or the rapping, you know, the poems, whatever it is.
Yeah, I told
if
you
you come home with that energy, man, you can be successful because people out here have become lazy.
Yeah.
Especially since COVID.
They take it for
They
granted.
become lazy. When they got them stimulus checks, how many people quit their jobs? That's why it's so easy for returning citizens. That's what they call us. That's why it's so easy for us to get jobs.
The stimulus check was only $1,200.
No, they gave 3 of them, bro. They gave the 600 one, the 1,200 one, and the 1,400.
You're right.
Yeah, matter of fact, they still owe me my 600
because
I messed up.
You supposed to
rest you did. You
need to call the IRS.
In prison, bro.
You got it in prison?
Yes.
prison.
Donald Trump came out with this. This is the reason we got it. Donald Trump said this. He didn't distinguish between United States citizens that's locked up or free. He said all United States citizens will receive this stimulus. So all
y'all got stimulus in the joint.
Everybody,
I never knew that.
Listen,
this is new information to me right now.
Hey, listen,
y'all was balling in the joint, but 3 months.
You
got 3 of them.
3 different times.
I didn't even get 3, and I was on the street. I was on the street, y'all, and I didn't get 3.
Let me put you down for something, bro.
Tell me, put me
All
down.
you really needed was an email, right?
That's it, baby.
I created an email, and I had an address, my people's house, right? They sent the first one there, and then they sent a letter to me from the fraud division saying, man, is this really you? When I got my people to cash the joint. Yeah, that's me.
Give me my money.
Send them joints.
I'm still on that ass. They owe me
6 more joints.
They owe me my 600. They sent me my damn money.
If you owe child support or any type of things like that, they would take that shit out of it. If you owe back taxes or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Man, listen.
If you owe child support, all that money was going to them.
Listen, bro. Okay, let me start. So, in order for a person to come home and be successful, first you have to have a plan while you're in prison. You have to live on the street mentally before you even get out. You have to make a plan. These people gave us, what was it, $3,200 free money. And you think I didn't fill out for that shit? And I work for MCD?
That's damn right.
So what I did was, I had an account, my people would account for me, and I sent my shit straight to the account. And I stack bread up the whole time. Every time I get paid, every month. Boop, 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 boop.
Because guess what? You never lost faith that you wasn't coming home.
I never thought that I wasn't ever coming home.
You always
It
believed.
was always in my heart that I'm coming home from prison.
And that's why, inshallah, you stood the way you stood and you didn't fall into the pitfalls that a lot of our homeboys did. And, or not even say homeboys, dudes we knew in prison that took the other route, like, man, I ain't never going home. And it's crazy because they home right now, but they chose to.
But now their jacket is fucked up and they can't come on Goons Talk.
No, they definitely can't come on Goons. They definitely can't come in Goons Talk because at the end of the day, the only thing they was going was the buttholes. They can't come on here.
You definitely know.
They definitely ain't coming on here.
Time out. No homo.
No, they don't say no homo no more, bro. No, they don't say no homo no more. They say no did it.
Okay. No did it. But hold on one second. Look, where can they find us at, man? If they're not on YouTube right now, what's going on?
First of all, no, if you're on you gotta be on YouTube to find us. You gotta go on the Petty Ass Lump and Reggie Petty Ass Podcast. Subscribe and like on YouTube. We come on every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Goons Talk is Thursdays at 7. Fire Pit Talk on the weekends. If the weather is good, it's either Saturday or Sunday.
Okay.
All hoes are barred.
Hoes
No
bar?
hoes are barred. No hoes barred. Whatever.
No
Anything goes. How about that? Anything goes when the women is on the fight.
Your ass is a hoe, you barred.
Yeah, and they go in on it, and they love. We have all drinks. We have smoke. We have condiments. We have condiments. Condiments. That's
for food.
Yeah. You gonna put on your hot dogs and stuff. You don't want that. You gonna put on your salad. We got food. All right, we got food.
I got it.
Now want me to say what the condiments you gonna put on the food.
Hey, I know you stopped my plate.
All right, well, we got everything. We got all the snacks. We got the snacks. Yeah, I mean, this is gonna be a snippet. They gonna roast me for this. Condiments. They gonna roast me for it. And then you see they check. They gonna put condiments. All right. Well, anyway, this is what we do. We on Goons Talk. We say the real. We gonna let everybody plug in whatever they gotta plug in. And I appreciate my panel tonight, man. And I appreciate the raw dog over here. This guy, all he want to do is real be gangster. Look, but
Now I'm gonna just tell you the truth, bro. I ain't gonna ever lie to you
you better
because
not lie.
that's the only way
Yeah.
I was taught. That's the only way I know how to be, right? I said, I gotta tell you the truth. For those young dudes that's watching this podcast, man, at the end of the day, we went through this, so hopefully you don't have to go through it, bro. I say it. I know that's easy to say, right, when you're dealing with whatever situation you're dealing with, but listen, man, inside them walls, that's not a place you want to be. You want to be out here where you can strive, you can make your situation better, regardless of where you come from.
Amen.
You know, because we have a saying in prison. My best day in prison, well, I just said it wrong. My worst day on the streets is better than my best day in prison. And we really mean that, bro. I'd rather be homeless and free than incarcerated and bound.
Yeah.
Because even when I'm homeless or if I'm homeless and free, you have the choice to make something of yourself. In prison, that choice is taken away from you.
You chose to go back to prison, though.
No, I didn't choose to do that.
You still had anger management. Look, you did something.
I'm dealing with anger management now.
All right, boy, we're going to touch that another subject, another time. You're going to let him go because he just did a prayer. Come on, y'all.
Listen, I want to send a shout out to Hub City Clothing Brand, established 2007, man. Black owned, man. Streetwear, fire shit, man.
For those who
man,
keep
got
asking,
flavors, all that, man. You can get that shit from.
it's my man Jones right here.
Where can we get it from? Where can we
Oh.
order it from, bro?
Oh.
Get it from
Tom said.
and I'm 0316 on Instagram. You can DM me. My home. They shut my home city page down. My clothing line page down. They said it was too graphic.
What?
So they shut it down. So I got.
That's how we gonna get some shit up and running, man. But
Yeah.
City, man, support the brand, man. It's a
But,
movement,
yeah,
man.
it's still they can't shut the podcast down. The podcast represent. This is what sponsors the Petty Ass Numpin Reggie podcast. Home City. They can't do nothing with this, but they can do something with Instagram. And
remember this,
Shout
y'all.
out to the Orioles also, man.
Yeah.
Stand up, Baltimore Orioles.
Hey, look,
number one last year,
Orioles,
remember they-
man.
This is real. This is real shit I want to say to y'all. Remember this. Support your black entrepreneurs, man.
Yeah.
I say because at the end of the day, we are the ones who set the trends. Not no one else. They follow us. They follow us. So when you buy Versace and all that, you make Versace good. You make everybody go get it. Man, support your black people, man.
Big Home City good.
Yeah,
And
support them, man.
Look, I told you this was Cootie.
Hold on, let out Queen. Let out Queen. Let out
Yeah.
Queen talk. Come on, Queen.
I love what you say, young man. You said before you come home, have a plan.
Gotcha.
I can't remember the inmate who put me onto this, but I have body oils that I sell. It's called Heavenly Touch Aroma Center, and I can be found on Instagram, Heavenly Touch Aroma Center. This month I have a featured fragrance, and this was my plan. Yes, yeah. Visit me, y'all.
Yes.
Plan.
Support the system.
Yes.
That's
Back
why I'm
home.
smelling good on set.
Support.
Mhm.
And you'll smell good.
Support.
Support.
Come on, players. Buy your wife something,
Yeah.
players.
Oh my God, you know
Heavenly
that's our
Touch
madam. Look
Aroma
at this
Center.
beautiful
That
queen
queen
with
On
the oils.
Instagram.
And then when you rub it on, it get warm. So it's like massage.
Yeah.
It's like massage. It smells good and it get warm. Yes. It might go to the. Oh! No, hold on! Let's go! Breaker 19! Breaker 19! And we out! Thank you for joining the Petty Ass Numpin Reggie podcast with Goons Talk on Thursday. This is what we do. When I go do this, y'all better get y'all shots out.
Deuces.
Man, to all my friends in the men in the jump, man, and the men I left behind, man. Love y'all. To the ones that came out here with me. I'm proud of y'all.
Stand
Salute
up,
y'all,
bro.
man. Keep doing what y'all doing, man.
We see you.